Title: The Power of Social Media Control, Navigating Digital Spaces for Personal Well-Being and Social Transformation. Introduction. In the contemporary digital age, social media platforms have become an integral part of our daily lives. Platforms like Twitter, now known as X, Instagram, and Facebook shape our perceptions, influence our opinions, and curate our experiences. However, the algorithms that govern what appears on our feeds often seem mysterious and beyond our control. This presentation explores the historical, philosophical, and scientific dimensions of managing social media content, emphasizing the importance of personal agency and advocating for broader societal changes to ensure these platforms serve the public good. Historical context. Social media's roots can be traced back to early forms of communication technology, such as the telegraph and radio, which revolutionized information dissemination. Each technological leap has been accompanied by societal shifts, both positive and negative. The advent of the Internet in the late 20th century marked a significant milestone, democratizing information access but also introducing new challenges. The evolution of communication. The history of communication technology is a testament to humanity's quest to bridge distances and share information more efficiently. The telegraph, invented in the 1830s, was the first device to send messages over long distances quickly. It transformed communication, enabling near-instantaneous exchanges of information across continents. The telephone followed, bringing voice communication into homes and businesses. The 20th century saw the rise of radio and television, which further revolutionized information dissemination. These media allowed for real-time broadcasting to mass audiences, shaping public opinion and culture on an unprecedented scale. The Internet, emerging in the late 20th century, was a game-changer, creating a global network that enabled instant access to information and communication. The birth of social media. The early 2000s marked the birth of social media platforms. Friendster, MySpace, and later Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, revolutionized how we connect and share information. These platforms democratized content creation, allowing anyone with internet access to share their thoughts, photos, and videos with a global audience. However, with this democratization came new challenges. Unlike traditional media, social media platforms operate on algorithms that prioritize engagement over accuracy or quality. This has led to the spread of misinformation, echo chambers, and the amplification of extreme viewpoints. The printing press parallel. The historical struggle between control and freedom in media is not new. For instance, the printing press, invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century, broke the monopoly of information held by the church and monarchies. However, it also led to the spread of propaganda and misinformation. Similarly, the rise of social media has democratized content creation and sharing but at the cost of algorithm-driven echo chambers and the proliferation of undesirable content. The printing press revolutionized information dissemination in the same way social media has today. It empowered individuals to produce and distribute written works, challenging the control of information by religious and political authorities. This led to the Reformation, the Enlightenment, and the spread of scientific knowledge. However, it also facilitated the spread of false information, as anyone could print pamphlets or books with little oversight. Philosophical perspectives. From a philosophical standpoint, the control over one's social media feed touches upon fundamental questions of autonomy, freedom, and responsibility. John Stuart Mill, in his seminal work on liberty, argued for the importance of individual autonomy and freedom of expression. However, he also recognized the need for societal mechanisms to prevent harm. Autonomy and personal agency. Blocking unwanted content on social media can be seen as an exercise of personal autonomy, choosing what influences to accept and which to reject. This act of curating one's digital environment aligns with the existentialist notion of defining oneself through choices, as emphasized by philosophers like Jean-Paul Sartre. By blocking content that doesn't resonate with our values or interests, we assert control over our digital identity and mental well-being. In the context of social media, autonomy means having the power to shape our digital experiences according to our preferences and values. This involves deciding what content to engage with and what to avoid. Blocking unwanted content is a way to maintain our mental health and protect ourselves from information that could be distressing or irrelevant. The public sphere and democracy. However, this personal agency must be balanced with the recognition of the broader societal implications. The philosopher Georgian Habermas introduced the concept of the public sphere, a space where individuals come together to discuss and shape public opinion. Social media platforms, ideally, should serve as modern public spheres. Yet, the algorithms driving these platforms often prioritize engagement over meaningful discourse, distorting the public sphere's function. Habermas' public sphere is essential for a functioning democracy. It provides a space for citizens to engage in rational critical debate, influencing public policy and societal values. Social media has the potential to enhance the public sphere by connecting people from diverse backgrounds and fostering dialogue. However, when algorithms prioritize sensationalist content to drive engagement, the quality of discourse suffers, leading to polarization and misinformation. Ethical considerations and responsibility. The ethical implications of content control on social media are profound. While personal autonomy is crucial, it is also essential to consider the impact of our choices on others. Blocking content can create echo chambers, where we are only exposed to viewpoints that reinforce our beliefs. This can limit our understanding of different perspectives and reduce our ability to engage in constructive dialogue. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant emphasize the importance of acting according to principles that can be universally applied. In the context of social media, this means balancing personal autonomy with the responsibility to contribute to a healthy and informed public discourse. It involves being mindful of the content we share, engage with, and block, considering how our actions influence the broader digital ecosystem. Scientific insights. The algorithms that determine what appears on our social media feeds are complex systems designed to maximize user engagement. These algorithms analyze vast amounts of data, including our interactions, preferences, and even our time spent on different types of content. While they are remarkably effective at keeping us engaged, they can also lead to unintended consequences, such as the amplification of polarizing content and the spread of misinformation. The role of algorithms. Algorithms are the backbone of social media platforms. They use machine learning and data analytics to personalize content based on user behavior. By analyzing our likes, shares, comments, and browsing history, these algorithms create a digital profile that predicts what content we are likely to engage with. While this personalization enhances user experience by showing relevant content, it also creates filter bubbles. These are situations where users are only exposed to information that aligns with their existing beliefs and preferences, reinforcing their views and isolating them from opposing perspectives. The psychology of engagement. Studies in psychology and neuroscience provide insights into why certain types of content captivate our attention. Humans are inherently drawn to emotionally charged and novel information, a trait that social media algorithms exploit. This is why figures like Nigel Farage or Donald Trump, known for their provocative statements, frequently appear on feeds even if users have not explicitly expressed interest in them. The concept of clickbait relies on this principle. Content that elicits strong emotional reactions, whether positive or negative, is more likely to be shared and engaged with. This drives up engagement metrics, which are crucial for the platform's revenue model. However, it also means that sensationalist and divisive content is more likely to be promoted. The impact on mental health. Research has also shown that exposure to conflicting viewpoints can be beneficial for critical thinking and empathy. However, the constant barrage of unwanted content can lead to stress, anxiety, and digital fatigue. Hence, the ability to block or filter content is crucial for maintaining mental health and well-being. Studies have found that excessive social media use is linked to negative mental health outcomes, such as depression and anxiety. The pressure to constantly engage, the fear of missing out, FOMO, and the exposure to negative or distressing content contribute to these issues. By taking control of our social media feeds and blocking unwanted content, we can reduce these negative impacts and create a healthier digital environment. The role of tech companies and social responsibility. Tech companies wield significant power in shaping public discourse and societal values. Their algorithms influence not only individual users but also the collective consciousness. Therefore, these companies bear a responsibility to mitigate the negative impacts of their platforms. The ethical obligations of tech companies. Critics argue that tech companies have contributed to various societal issues, including the cost of living crisis, by creating environments that prioritize profit over people. The monetization of attention has led to a focus on sensationalism and divisiveness, exacerbating social tensions and economic disparities. Tech companies have an ethical obligation to consider the societal impacts of their platforms. This includes ensuring that their algorithms do not prioritize harmful or misleading content. It also involves protecting user privacy, preventing the misuse of data, and promoting transparency in how their systems operate. Algorithmic transparency and accountability. To address these challenges, there is a growing call for regulatory frameworks that ensure tech companies operate transparently and ethically. This includes mandating algorithmic transparency, protecting user data, and promoting digital literacy. Additionally, fostering competition and innovation in the tech industry can prevent monopolistic practices and ensure a diversity of platforms and perspectives. Algorithmic transparency involves making the workings of social media algorithms understandable to users and regulators. This can help identify biases and prevent the manipulation of information. It also allows users to make informed decisions about their digital experiences and hold tech companies accountable for their practices. The role of government and regulation. Government regulation is crucial in ensuring that tech companies act in the public interest. Policies should be designed to protect users from harmful content, safeguard privacy, and promote fair competition. Regulatory bodies need to have the authority and resources to enforce these policies effectively. However, regulation must strike a balance between protecting users and preserving innovation. Overly restrictive policies could stifle technological advancement and limit the benefits that social media platforms offer. Therefore, a collaborative approach involving tech companies, governments, and civil society is essential to create a regulatory framework that is both effective and adaptable. Digital literacy and education. An often overlooked aspect of managing social media content is the importance of digital literacy. Educating users on how algorithms work, the impact of their online behavior, and how to critically evaluate content can empower them to make informed decisions. Schools, universities, and community programs should incorporate digital literacy into their curricula to prepare individuals for the complexities of the digital age. Digital literacy involves understanding how information is created, distributed, and consumed in the digital environment. It includes skills like identifying credible sources, recognizing biases, and understanding the implications of sharing personal information online. By fostering digital literacy, we can create a more informed and resilient society that can navigate the challenges of social media. The impact on social growth. The influence of social media on social growth and development cannot be overstated. It has the power to bring people together, amplify marginalized voices, and drive social movements. However, it also has the potential to deepen divisions, spread hate speech, and undermine democratic processes. Social media platforms have played a crucial role in social movements, such as the Arab Spring, Black Lives Matter, and #MeToo. These movements have leveraged the power of social media to mobilize support, raise awareness, and effect change. However, the same platforms can be used to spread misinformation, incite violence, and manipulate public opinion. Balancing these impacts requires a concerted effort from all stakeholders, tech companies, governments, civil society, and users. By fostering a digital environment that promotes healthy discourse, protects vulnerable populations, and encourages critical thinking, we can harness the positive potential of social media while mitigating its risks. Conclusion. The control over our social media feeds is not just a matter of personal preference but a broader issue of societal importance. By understanding the historical context, philosophical implications, and scientific principles underlying social media algorithms, we can better navigate our digital environments. Moreover, by advocating for ethical practices, transparency, and regulation, we can ensure that these platforms contribute positively to our collective well-being and social growth. As we move forward into the 22nd century, it is imperative that we transform not only our technological landscape but also our societal values and practices. The future of social media and its impact on society depends on our ability to balance personal autonomy with collective responsibility, fostering a digital ecosystem that is both inclusive and empowering. By taking control of what we see on our feeds, demanding accountability from tech companies, and promoting digital literacy, we can create a healthier, more informed, and more connected society. Let us embrace this opportunity to shape the future of social media for the betterment of all. This presentation aims to provide a comprehensive understanding of the complexities surrounding social media control and its broader implications. It highlights the need for personal agency, ethical considerations, and regulatory measures to navigate the digital landscape effectively. By fostering a more responsible and transparent digital environment, we can ensure that social media serves as a tool for positive social transformation.